Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
Like this.
What an asshole.
Welcome to I guess you could say another episode or the episode of episodes within episodes of today's episode. I just want to see how many times I can say episode without fucking it up.
Yeah.
But it is your boy, it's Andrew. You already know. I'm just here smoking my blunt. Nick, we here. We're about to bullshit about more or less common, just basic shit, pop culture wise.
Yeah.
Mostly shit that he don't know about. We're gonna see how much he could go off the top of his head, conversation
Do
wise.
it.
You got to barbershop it a little bit, just sometimes just to have fun. So we're gonna start off with basically the gist of what is starting off this weekend, and it's the big fight of Mayweather versus Logan, it's Logan, right?
Yeah,
Logan?
they're both Logan. It's just Paul and Jake. I don't know which one of his Paul or Jake that he's fighting.
Oh, I thought that last name was Paul.
No, the last name is Logan. The first name is Jake or Paul.
So fighting one of the white boys. Like personally, I feel like this is the end of the white boy summer. Like from the beginning where Chad Hanks. Yo, you seen that? What happened with Chad Hanks?
Chad Hanks. The rapper son?
The rapper Tom Hanks' son that was speaking Jamaican.
Yeah,
the whole shit happened with him and
he
his
has
girl.
two sons.
Yeah.
One of them's actually a decent actor, and the other one just went mad like Malibu Most Wanted.
Yeah. So homeboy was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a white boy summer," and that got cut short with him getting domestic abuse and him and his fucking girl fighting. Mind you, his girl's a black chick, so that made it even worse. Fucking hilarious. And now we're about to get Mayweather to fight fucking this Paul kid for 8 rounds, even though it's kind of bullshit.
One of the Logans. Who gives a shit?
It's the older Logan, apparently. I think they're twins, but apparently he's the older one.
I honestly, they look if they're twins, maybe that's why they say they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this person fought this one. I was like, I thought it was the same guy. Like I thought it was one.
Basically. Nah, because I saw the same way. I fucking felt like that's when they announced the fight. I was like, damn, this kid is already fighting but he beat Ben Askren mad quick. So the turnaround made sense. But the fact that it's the other one, honestly, that nigga, he's making money right now. He's gonna make money tomorrow.
They're gonna both
for nothing.
Make money, yeah.
For nothing, because they both people aren't gonna get knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Mayweather's not knocking no one down. Mayweather's not gonna take a fake fall.
Nope.
So, like, I wanted to bet on this fight, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna get fucked if I do, to be honest, because I feel like it's stupid. Like, it's 8 rounds of nothing. Like the McGregor fight was more legit, honestly.
Mayweather's gonna win because his legacy is not gonna do it that way, and
It's
Mayweather's gonna do everything he's been doing with his super defensive, and Jake Paul, he's doing Mayweather on a such lower scale because he's not like Mayweather's actually a established fighter, and Jake Paul really isn't, or whoever Paul. Either of the Pauls really aren't. They made their bones off of YouTube, and they became YouTube California white boy rich people that made shitty rap songs.
They made rap songs. That's fucking hilarious.
And they made shitty videos of them doing pranks, and they just became famous off of that shit, right? And then now they're fighting because honestly, their downfall was a stupid suicide forest in Japan, even though anyone that was mad at them and not defending them, because I could care less, because I hate them both, but what they did wasn't really offensive. It's like they said they're YouTubers. They were live streaming. I'm in suicide forest. They're not, what happened then was the best thing that could have happened to them. In the sense that, yeah, you're going in suicide forest to see what? Someone committing suicide. But at the same time, everyone on the internet said that's fucked up. You saw someone hanging.
I mean,
and
it is, but at the same, like that
It's-
didn't make them famous to me. They ain't become famous to me
no,
until they
they
started
were
doing
famous
That shit.
then,
Yeah,
and that's what killed them. And that's what they're doing now. It's like they're trying to hold on to the cash
Mm.
because I don't really know about their personal life. I don't know if their parents are rich or whatever. They're just rich white people that just got richer.
nah, they most likely got some type of money.
So it's kind of like, so now what's the best way? Like the McGregor Mayweather fight was I think their inspiration to do what they're doing. Like, hey, I win one fight on a Tyson fight,
Like
basically.
a celebrity boxing shit.
And then it's like, hey, let me talk shit because that's what McGregor does best.
Mm.
And boom, what did I do? The first person I talked shit about was Mayweather and McGregor. McGregor said, fuck you. Mayweather said, okay, because what's his nickname? Money Mayweather. So that's why I'm going back to
But you already gotta
it's a
know that
fixed-
Mayweather does it. Yeah, like he does it on like everybody know Mayweather got a gambling problem.
yeah.
Mayweather, yeah, the money he's gonna win tomorrow,
Mhm.
that shit's gonna get betted at the same time. That shit don't even go in his pocket. He's gonna
Like-
fucking flip it into more money, most likely.
Think about it. Even with the fights with the Paul brothers, I guess both of them, Snoop was at them, and this motherfucker's putting mad money on him, right? So just think about it. You got Snoop and 50, because 50 still backs, Mayweather. I think everyone in their right mind will back Mayweather over a Logan.
Well,
but at the
it's not
same
really
time,
backing because I to be simple about it, nobody's backing. Mayweather is just out there. Mayweather really don't have no friends right now. No celebrity really runs around with him.
I think he's still friends with 50.
No,
I think
him
they
and
just talk shit.
they're not really friends like that. They used each other. Like,
But
you
then I'm
gotta-
saying,
yeah,
I think it was from the get-go that they used each other.
but that's how celebrities move.
Yeah.
They move by using each other. Like that's how you build up whatever you're trying to like sell. You know?
So, in your opinion, because I'm
Mhm.
gonna go back to what you said, where it was just like you're scared to bet on it because you think it's gonna flip. Do you really think that Mayweather is gonna take the loss on it and ruin
I don't
his
feel like he's gonna
cred?
take the loss, but I feel like it's gonna see the bet. It could be
Oh, like
I
a
could
couple
put
punches
knockdowns, knockouts,
okay,
shit like
okay,
that.
okay.
I could easily bet, yeah, it's gonna go the distance, and then
Mayweather
Mayweather
wins
wins. But
overall.
no, it's not gonna happen. It was gonna, with my luck, I'll do that, and it's gonna become a
Mhm.
fucking draw, and they're gonna
Ah.
do it disrespectful, and it's gonna be stupid, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be a whole build up for hopefully if his brother fights, who we're about to get into right now as we transition, where his brother who's fighting now, Tyson Woodley,
Mhm.
who's a ex middleweight, and I think it's more welterweight, not middleweight, UFC champion. And if you ever seen Tyron Woodley fight, that motherfucker knocked people out.
Yeah.
So that's another fight that I'm like, this is now becoming a setup. Like
Yeah.
before Ben Askren's fight, Tyson Woodley was going backstage in locker rooms chilling like with fucking Jake Paul, whatever. And they're trash talking and all of this shit to the point where now we have that the fight announcement. I think it was this week or last week,
Oh, you're right.
and
Hold on.
like it was like a whole fucking WWE type setup. And it's like when nigga, I'm not putting my money on any of this shit. Like, I'm leaving that to the rich people because
Yeah.
that's all bullshit. Like they all just setting up little shit and it's mad
Yeah,
obvious.
just to make them
Yeah.
like they make money.
Mhm.
And just to revert back, you're right. The last names are Paul. I thought they're both now. It's Logan Paul and Jake Paul. You're
Yeah.
right. My bad. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, if the gambling, the shit that you're talking about,
Mhm.
is doing like the knockdowns and the punches and the total amount of rounds and all this shit, I think that like yeah, I can see you losing money
Mhm.
because I feel like it's fixed. Like it's like all right, this round.
They
you
know
we
what
do
they
this,
want
we
to
do
do.
this,
Like
yeah.
they basically before they get out there, they like, this is the last round that we're gonna get to. So let's make it look good to this.
Yeah.
Every time they clinch, hold
Mhm.
anything with each other, when they break, they already told each other, yo, I'm gonna throw this.
Yeah.
You do this. It's the way. It's just simple logic. Honestly,
Yeah. No, it's the truth.
honestly.
But I'm gonna ask you then, in
Yeah.
your opinion, why, if these motherfuckers have so much money, why make them more money? Is it just like, oh, we're on the same level of cash that is just kind of like I'm still young and relevant push me? Is it just
For the
like
white boy? Wait, you mean just the Paul, like the Paul
the
brothers?
Paul
I mean?
brothers? Yeah, because it's kind of like if you look at it, it's kind of like all right, you have these established celebrities. You again, Snoop Dogg. You got, uh, and they're fighting established people that, and they're rooting for them. Like Snoop Dogg's rooting for whatever the Paul brothers are, and then you have again Mayweather taking the fight as
Yeah.
giving him more clout. So do you think it's okay? Like Snoop Dogg's like, all right, I'm an older, I'm not saying washed up, but I'm an older, I'm
To
a
stay
legend.
hipper. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all this. I'm gonna give you the push because you're still young
Yeah.
and you're falling off, kind of shit.
It's
like,
more fun to back the cooler person. Like that's always gonna be the thing. That's the more common thing that we do as people. Like you don't get fans like me
yeah,
when I am a fan, like because I grew up as a fan. So like yeah, I fucking hate the Yankees, but I love the Mets because that's how I grew up.
mhm,
There's other people that they grow up and they don't really have a fandom when they like being taught that like later on in life, maybe because of their friend or whatever, somebody that they meet, they become a sports fan somewhat. And then they choose the more popular team. Like,
yeah,
Kobe Bryant was the coolest person on the Lakers. So everybody watched the Lakers, everybody knew the Lakers. So you just be, yeah, I'm a Laker fan. Like,
yeah.
there's just I
Like fair
jump
weather
around,
shit.
yeah, I move around and do fake shit. Like there's legit diehard fan type people, and then that. So now when it goes to celebrities, these people they just want to stay relevant, yes,
Yeah,
and it's easier because at the end of the day, it's more fun. Like if these fights were fixed with the Nate Robinson, with the Ben Askren fight, with these knockouts, and
mhm,
Snoop being there going, "Oh, I bet it this much and I won this much because I went Jake Paul." Da, da, da.
yeah,
Like, come on, like we know he was faking it. He's probably just hyping it for the fucking people that really did bet Jake Paul that is at their crib paying for this fight, jumping up and down, bugging out right now because he really won the fight
yeah,
and they won money. Like for him is nothing. Like he's rich. Like the money that he just won on his bet, he's throwing that away on
Yeah.
some bullshit. Like that's for us is holy shit. For him it's hard. Like my nigga, I walk to my house and I have fucking 10 bathrooms. Like I don't give a fuck, like type shit. Like so
Yeah.
you can't really trust a celebrity, you know?
yeah,
Like it's all bullshit. Like I wanna be on some bet Mayweather shit and go with all of that, but Mayweather will be a dick and be like, yo, fuck, it was an exhibition. So if I lose, it didn't really count anyway. And then be like, because they called it an exhibition already. They're keeping it safe before that shit even happens. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
damn. Yo, if that you know how mad I'll be if that shit happens? Like, I don't like either of them, but at least I could say for Mayweather, he has the best defense of all of boxing history. And then it's like you take a YouTuber and you're telling me that he
I'm going to
could
lose to him on purpose.
yes. I was just like, you have all these people that even though they have that
Mhm.
whole like out of their prime fought
You know what would be
Mayweather?
the best thing that would happen, honestly, for that fight?
if Mayweather knocks out
Knocked him the
Paul,
fuck out by the second round.
yeah,
Just put him out.
put him out of his
Just put him out.
fucking misery.
He puts him out. We don't care if it's fake, whatever. Like, yo, it was
This is
just
entertaining.
yeah.
That's strict entertainment.
we just want to see one of them get knocked out, honestly.
Yeah.
And like it has to happen. Like I'm not going this whole summer. Like this is gonna be a bad summer. The Pauls are dead ass knocking people
It's
out.
gonna be
who are
white boy
legit
summer.
winners. Yeah. This is a bad summer for us out here.
Even though I hate them,
not
I'm gonna
happening.
just change up my whole wardrobe and just go out there and be like, yeah, nigga. This is white boy summer. And what?
I'm not wearing a sweater vest this summer. Fuck out of here.
Who would wear a sweater vest? in the
I don't
summer?
know. Is that like the shit that white people wear?
Yeah, but that's not a
When they go on the
Ain't no-
boats, that's what the fuck y'all. Like, y'all put the sweater over and then y'all do the cross. Yeah, on y'all boats with your fucking.
I'm not a
whatever
rich
the-
white
the
person, so I
shoes
don't
are.
know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do.
Crack ass, crack. I'm sorry.
Maybe we should get Jake Paul or Logan Paul or whatever their names are on here.
Hey, you want to be on our show so we can ask you rich white people questions?
Yeah, right.
just
Did you
wanna-
wear a sweater vest on yachts? Of course we do. Oh, damn it.
How truly privileged are you? That's all I'll just keep looking at. Like, do you really think you could win fights? Nah, but that's one thing. That's probably honestly like hopefully I can find a fight. Like obviously I'm streaming it, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow. I'm definitely trying to peek that to see how that goes. And
Is it better to say if you pay for it, you're dumb?
you are dumb if you pay for it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you pay for any of the
Like-
Triller fights that's happened from the Tyson Holyfield on, you're a fucking idiot.
I feel like the Tyson Holyfield, no, the Tyson
I mean Tyson Roy Jones.
Roy Jones
Yeah.
was more legit because I feel like that was a first.
No, but you see the thing is you
But
didn't watch the last one. Oh, I almost went the wrong answer.
oh, damn.
I said that shit to myself. I was gonna do that. Fucking whatchamacallit. It's the same shit. They do like a little concert. It's like all of that shit, but the fights, they go from like the random amateur nobodies.
Yeah, to the main fight.
Yeah, and it's like, somewhat good, whatever. It
See,
doesn't really matter.
The only reason why I say the Tyson one was more legit is because like he hasn't boxed in how many years, and it's like everyone wants to see Tyson. Everyone.
But Tyson was out there really trying to fucking kill this thing.
Yeah, and Roy was just like, "All right, I'm done." Like you could see by round 2, he was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And Tyson's just even at the end of everything, Tyson's like, "I'm still ready to go in there." I'm just like,
Yeah, Tyson.
"Yeah, he's a scary guy." Like
that's
he's like the fucking the reason why I want to meet him only because he does have a lot of quotes from like Apocalypse and shit, but it's kind of like I just want to meet him because I feel like he's a one down to earth guy that would knock your fucking block off.
Nah, he is, but that's going through what he went through to life.
Of course.
At the end of the day, that's just a special person that people need to, honestly, God, like just realize there's never gonna be another.
Yeah.
Like
No. Never again.
Never gonna
Especially
be.
in this weak ass society.
Yeah, never be another fucking Tyson.
Bullshit.
All right. So did you hear about the Batman and the Flash shit?
Batman and the Flash.
That the Flash movie that they're actually using the 1989 Batman?
No, I didn't hear that. I thought that they were gonna use since they're gonna do like a quote unquote flashpoint.
Yeah.
There was rumors of Batman Beyond and what's his name, Michael Keaton coming back.
They have Michael Keaton, but Michael Keaton's gonna, I guess, re-wear the same suit or whatever.
Yeah.
But they hinted at that, like they did like a little teaser picture, and it's the original that suit with like blood on it and shit.
See, if they did that, because the Flashpoint didn't really go back to the Michael Keaton days, it went to the alternate future of Batman's dad became Batman. Like, so instead of Batman's dad and mom dying, it was the son and mother dying, and the father becoming like a more badass version of Batman. But I'd rather them do a Batman Beyond where Michael Keaton's the old man and they have a new actual Batman, like from the show. I forgot what his name is.
Wait, what do you mean, like the Batman Beyond, like another Batman, like an actual?
Yeah, like the young kid Batman, and then you have old Batman. I think that's what the rumor was, that Keaton was going to come back as Batman Beyond, old Batman, but then have Terry.
I mean,
Terry, whatever his name is.
Possible. Like, it's just one of those things that they put out there just randomly. That
Well, it's all rumors because I hear that they're gonna redo Superman with a black Superman, and then it was just like, no, Henry Cavill still wants to be Superman.
basically.
And with the Snyder cut, everyone like there's this like petition to revamp it, like the whole universe.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think it's just a really bad mixture of like DC executives, and I think even Zack Snyder, because if I was him too, I would be kind of mad, like, yo, my fucking daughter killed herself, and you got a person in here that you thought was good, fucked up my whole movie, and made me look like shit. Like, everyone was shitting on him as like he's the worst director ever.
Yes.
And he's really not. I think he's a M. Night Shyamalan where he has really good fucking movies, and then he has really shitty movies. Like it's really a toss up
Really,
because
real hit and miss.
yeah, because I think Man of Steel, fantastic. Sucker Punch, ugh. You know, like when you look at his movies, like I think 300, fantastic. Then you go to
300 was alright.
then you go to what's another movie he directed? Like the Dawn of the Day remake, fantastic. That's last movie with Batista, it wasn't good at
Army of the
all.
Dead. It was
Yeah.
like, like it's a fun movie to watch. Like it's something you put on in the background while you're doing shit.
Yeah, it's
Like
not a movie
that
that,
type of movie. Yeah.
like the Dawn of the Dead remake with Ving Rhames. I was just like, yo, I would say the opening scene to that was the most. If you are a horror movie fan, that it's like one of those things where you watch it and you're like, that would actually be horrifying to like think about when you just wake up and you don't know what the fuck's going on, and
What
then
the
there's
fuck?
a little girl
I'm kicking
in your
her in the
doorway
face.
that's a neighbor,
Kicking
then
her in the face.
she comes in the light and she's like, and you got to think like you're not thinking horror movie, you're thinking real
Nah,
life.
I'm thinking kicking her in the face.
And then
Is
all
a-
this shit happens, and then soon as you like, she bites your husband goes crazy, tries to kill you, and then you leave your bathroom window, and then you just see your whole. I guess she lived in like a fenced-in neighborhood because it was like a little white
Yeah,
neighborhood,
yeah.
and it was just like people running around screaming, shit's on fire. I was just like, that's a fucked up way to wake up. Because I was just like, yo, but again,
Oh,
Zack
that's a
Snyder.
good movie. That movie is good. I like that movie.
Zack Snyder is a give or take because I don't know if you've seen the new M Night Shyamalan trailer
For what?
of a new movie. I think it's called Old, and I was just like,
Yeah,
all right,
it's
maybe
another
this
one of
is
those
his
things.
comeback from fucking Mr. Glass. And I was watching the trailer. I was just like, oh, this is garbage. Yeah. You want me to give you a little quick breakdown of what the fucking
Yeah,
trailer was?
sure. Yeah, yes.
So this family goes to a fucking island somewhere, and apparently it's supposed to be like a discreet island, but then they see other people and they're like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And then these certain kids go away and they come back and they're older
Mm.
and they're like, "What the fuck? Like, who are you?" And they're like, "Dad, mom," like that kind of shit. And then shit starts happening like, "Oh, this person's aging quickly and dying, and then this person's on the floor." Like the whole trailer was just like people aging, and the movie is called Old, and I'm just like, what are you doing? It's like watching The Happening again.
Yeah, I was just
I
about
was
to
just
say like
like,
it's a
oh
happening
my
situation.
god,
Nah, I don't know. That's some weird shit.
yeah.
M Night Shyamalan does what the fuck he wants to do.
I know, but it's just like, how do you go from The Visitor to Split, Mr. Glass, Old?
Basically.
you went from Sixth Sense to Unbreakable
Yeah.
to like, what was it, Village, Lady in the Water. Like it was just like
He just fell and then went up a little and then fell again. Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like that's the same thing with Zack Snyder. I think like the Snyder cut that they just put out for 4 hours of maybe uncut material,
Mm.
it was better. Yes, it was better than the original. But am I gonna call him like one of the greatest directors of all time? Nah,
Nah, I
not
feel
at
it.
all.
You've seen the who's playing Craven the Hunter, right?
I heard. I just saw rumors like
Nah,
they had.
I heard that they confirmed it. It was the person, like this white boy, was supposed to be doing. I forgot his fucking name.
Oh, because I saw
Um,
a lot of things of Jason Momoa.
Nah,
Then
I
I
didn't
saw a
see
lot of
that.
things of what's his name? Damn it! There was like two other white boys that I was just like they kept throwing out there, and I was just like, Jason Momoa would probably be the best pick because he's gigantic.
Well, yeah, he has a better
But
build for it.
it's kind of like then you got to think of Tom Holland. And I was just like, he's gonna fuck up Tom Holland. Yeah, like maybe you got to get someone more of a Twilight level.
Nah, that was perfect. That's what he should be. I gotta make it accurate. Yo, beat him up, son. That's what makes it cool.
I know Craven the
honestly.
Hunter is one of my favorite fucking Spider-Man villains. But who do they got?
I can't remember the kid's name. I'm trying to
What
remember.
are
now.
the movies he in?
I don't remember. I just know he was white.
And they call me racist on here.
No, that's me. Like, cause I seen it and I was just like, I felt like he was from like a Twilight or it's like some shit like that. I just can't remember his freaking name. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can look right now.
All right. Well, in the meantime, did you have any other things to talk about on here? Because apparently you made a list and you didn't tell me.
Do I have anything else on here to talk about? I mean,
Have you been listening to the new Joe Budden podcast and has it been consistently good?
I've been listening, but it's been up and down. It's a different format the way they do it.
Hmm.
It's not the same vibe, but I guess maybe that's from within everything that they've been talking about.
Yeah.
That they just talk about different shit. So it's like I get it
Mhm.
because maybe it's the friendships or whatever.
Yeah.
But
shit.
I don't really care for certain shit. I just be like,
You don't care for the drama. It's just kind of
not
like,
the drama. There's certain jokes that is just like now is becoming more obvious. Like now you're going out your way, and it's like it's one of these things. I guess now where I'm just at now where I don't fucking care to listen to. Like I don't want to hear like the over meal like I'm a guy, I cheat on a girl, I do this, the nigga da da da,
okay.
or like the I'm a bitch and da 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 niggas ain't shit.
Mhm.
I want to actually hear people fucking understand that we both fucking ain't shit type shit. Like, so like it's been a little bit of like that where it's just like it's more male, like the normal nigga talk, like how guys talk.
Yeah.
And it's like I get it, but it's like I want y'all to talk about the shit y'all used to talk about, like the little bit more of the industry shit, a little bit more of like shit going on. I don't really care about what y'all used to do when y'all weren't rich. Like that's just me. I don't care about
Yeah.
people you fuck. Don't care.
So they,
Like I just don't care.
so they're doing more of like a woman gossip shit where it's
A
just like,
little
I fuck
bit.
these bitches.
A little
and,
bit more, yeah. Sometimes,
okay.
yeah.
I haven't been listening to it.
It's like a mixture. Like it always has like a backhand joke into something into that.
So
And it gets like after a while, it's just like I don't care. I just want like which I had. But it is what it is. Like it's the different people.
so
Yeah,
if-
that's who it was.
that's the guy who plays Quicksilver.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot who fucking like his.
So no, I don't like that because that
Yeah.
means that they're not in the same universe, and I don't want the X-Men Quicksilver to be in a universe, which they hinted at in WandaVision. So no, I don't like that.
Nah,
I
but
don't
that
like
shit
that
just
call.
don't make sense. Like I was like, you don't look like a nigga that would be Craven the Hunter. Like
Yeah,
it don't make
like
sense.
Craven the Hunt. Like one, I'll give it to. I'll even say this as a bad thing towards the MCU films. He didn't do a good Russian accent or Ukrainian accent, wherever the fuck they're supposed to be from. So it's just like Craven is kind of Russian. So why would you pick a person that can't do an accent? So I don't
Hey,
know.
he tried.
He tried, but like at the same time, like why would you put the same actor in the MCU as a main?
Yeah,
I don't know. I hope that's not true.
nah, probably not. Fucking. What was the other show I was gonna say? So we have Actually, yeah, this is what I really wanted to bring up.
Oh,
So we had the versus shit, and I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the Swiss and Timberland?
you were here when I watched it for the most part.
Alright.
The thing I got mad about because I think you left at this point
Mm.
was the Genuine versus the Chance the Rapper.
Okay,
And I think it was Chance the Rapper was on that song on another song.
it's on Ultralight Beam
Yeah.
for Kanye West album.
And the way you were talking about and the way they were, and I was like, maybe I'm missing something, but I was just like, if you're talking about, because I'll say for the most part, I watched it with you.
Mhm.
So I felt like Tim was deriding Jay-Z too much, where it's
Alright.
kind of like, yeah, you may hot beats for him, which is the only reason Jay-Z's songs are hot to me
Mhm.
is the beats. But it was just like, all right, but you had so many other beats. Like you work with Missy, you work with Luda, you work with all these like
even
Aaliyah,
Justin Timberlake beats, fucking
Justin,
crazy.
all that. And then it was just like Jay-Z beat, Jay-Z beat, Jay-Z beat, Jay-Z beat, Jay-Z beat, Jay-Z beat. And then it almost was like in the beginning, a Jay-Z versus DMX beat. And if you're gonna play fan, it's kind of like, all right, if I like Jay-Z more than DMX, I'm gonna be like, yo, these beats are hotter. And then if I'm even, or if I'm a DMX fan, I'm going the other way. But then if I'm a Fairweather fan, I'm gonna be like, oh, DMX just died, so I'm gonna go with DMX.
Which does happen, yeah.
So to me, it was just kind of like, I like that they put the songs out there. Don't get me wrong, because they were hot songs for the most part. Like most of them were club bangers, like crazy. They were hot songs because there were two of the best producers ever. So yeah, they're gonna have a lot on their thing. But when they came to the Genuine, I was just like, you can't, because what's it? Rosenberg was making fun of, like, it sounds like the Budweiser frogs versus Chance the Rapper. And I was just like, yo, if we're talking lyrically, all right, you could say that Chance the Rapper song is way better than Pony. Okay, that's fine. But I'm going to talk about, if you're talking about inspirational songs or who knows what more, or when you play that shit in a club, who's going to be fucking like, damn, like I know the vibe, the vibe or in the sound and all that. Pony's getting it, but everyone choose Chance's song. But don't get me wrong, again, I don't know Chance's song like that. But in my head, I'm just like, when you hear Pony, when you hear the boop, 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 and then the beat, everyone younger than us even knows that shit. So it's kind of like, if you're gonna talk about like, again, like this is where the verses goes to me. Is it personal, or are we talking about what's most popular? Are we talking about who knows what? Like, where we're going with the verses shit? You know what I'm saying? Because then everyone could just do their hits, and then saying this is going to be a hit factor.
I mean, it's a hit factor. The thing is that it comes down to, when it's, if you ask fans, it's what song you like more. That's all it is.
Okay,
so that's how.
So that's how all the verses are. It's just like, what did you choose? Okay.
So like, when you don't really go and be like, oh, because this verse was better. You could literally just be like, I'm a Jay-Z fan or whatever, and be like, I'm just picking it for that reason, or I'm just picking it because this song made me feel this way. Like, that's all it really is. So like, when they did their battle and shit, it's like you said, like he did do a lot of Jay-Z shit. I just thought it was funny because like, these are two people that have like legit albums alone, like but it's like, they have rappers on it because they don't rap.
Yeah, the beat makers.
But it was like, they should have played a few of those songs, and it's weird to me that I heard less of those, but I heard like songs, like beats from songs that they put on rappers' albums instead of like their own personal album.
Yeah.
And it's like a real thought process. Is like, nigga, how can you not play your own shit? Like, technically, what would make you more money residually wise?
Yeah.
But you'll play their shit, so somebody will hear it and like, oh shit, I remember that song. I'm gonna go Spotify now and listen to it on this. That goes to Jay-Z's pocket. Like, yeah, you got a little bit of money, but imagine if it was your money, if it was on your album, under your whole shit, like type of things. Like, they do a lot of shit kind of weird. Fucking
But that's different because we're talking about producers versus like singers. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's other verses with singers.
Well, that's one. They had other ones with producers and shit, but now when it's been more popular, it's been singers, and I have done. Fucking one of the things I was trying to think, of what would be the next verses that would be a good one, like what they should do next. Like, I honestly can't. I feel like they've fallen a little bit like short on it. Like, they put in good ones, but not how it was before, like where you would want to listen to every song. Like,
what about P. Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri?
I feel like that was a rumor, but I don't know if that would ever happen. Like, I don't even know what the fuck Jermaine Dupri does now.
But I feel like Jermaine Dupri has a lot of songs under his belt. I feel like P. Diddy does too.
Nah, he does, but Diddy would fucking wash the floor with him, honestly.
Yeah, but I feel like when you do these battles, I think this is the great thing about them. I like battles that are like you said, yeah, play the hits so everyone's just like, oh shit, yeah, I remember this beat. And then when you play, like, say your own or something that no one knows that you fucking produced or what, like that's why I think that was the babyface Teddy Riley one was so important because
Because they show so many different songs.
yeah, because it's like I feel like Teddy Riley is so underestimated in the game
No, he is.
that is just kind of like, do you understand what the fuck he produced? Like, to be honest,
Yeah,
I say the same about Full Force.
yeah.
Do you know that I think it was Boys to Men that they were their fucking producers? Like they were the ones to hook that whole situation up in a sense. So it was kind of like, and I might be wrong, so please, it could be NSYNC. They had a boy band that was either Boys to Men or NSYNC or something that they actually put together because they were technically a boy band before they were whatever. But the lead singer of Full Force, the one that we saw on Kid and Play with the big ass muscles and the flat top, fucking, he's actually done shit besides Full Force and besides Kid and Play. And I feel like those things excite me more when you're just like, I did not know he did that song. So I agree with you in that sense, where it's just kind of like, stop playing all the songs everyone knows you did. Like you could play a few here, but play some of your own shit. Like you said, like Tim and
It would just make it a little bit more interesting because, like, it's easy for us as fans to be like, "Oh, I know this song. I know this song."
yeah,
But imagine if you play two songs back to back, you don't know. Like, I listen to how like they do in a Hot 97, and they literally be like, when they don't know the song, like, "Oh, I don't know this,"
yeah,
and it's like you sound like basically like an everyday person
yeah,
that you don't know the song, so it's kind of like trash, but you don't really give it a chance. It's like the joke where you be like, you got some people that listen to an album and they'll go track one all the way through,
mhm,
and that's how they literally judge it. And then other people, they could go probably 20 seconds into a song and be like, I'm
no,
not interested. I'm
yeah,
not interested. And you then don't even realize that you're probably skipping over probably the next single that you're gonna fucking end up loving
yeah,
because you just was not interested in that first 20 seconds.
yeah.
Like
No,
it's
I
you know,
totally, I 100% agree with that.
mm,
That's why I'm saying, like, that's what made me interested in the versus battles. But again, it just goes back to, I feel like, all right, to get more views, it goes back to the same shit we were talking about the boxing, is like, to get more views, to get more likes, let's play the things that everyone know. When it was just like, no, if you play the things that some people know, like play the things that everyone knows, then play the things that some people know, and then play the things that no people know, because then it'll be like, oh shit, that beat was hot. Let me
yeah.
look at that song. Like you said, like if it was a Tim thing
Mhm.
or a Swiss thing,
They do 20 songs. You should be able within 20 songs to figure,
throw in a couple of
especially.
your own.
But that's the issue with the, like, when they did the, to be honest, to keep it real, when they did the SWV versus fucking Escape,
Yeah.
that just showed the complete weakness of picking like a B to C level R&B group. Yeah,
Sure.
they have great songs,
Songs, yeah.
but they don't have
Great
fucking
albums.
yeah, they don't have the work. They don't have the
Yes.
material like that.
100.
So it really became kind of dead. Like
Mm-hmm.
you got just shit that everybody knew, and then after that it was like, huh? Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, no, but
You know.
see, I think that's what they fear.
Mm,
I feel like they do the because they're like, oh, people don't know this, so they're not gonna like it. But it was just like, no, like, especially when it comes to that
you
shit,
gotta try. You gotta do
it's
something. There
kind
has
of
to be
like
some type of way to make it better.
there's a reason why Swiss and I'll say specifically
Mm.
for the last one that they're great producers. It's like there's a reason why SWV and In Vogue, it was SWV versus In Vogue, right?
It was SWV versus Escape.
Escape. Okay. Really? And I'll be 100%. And I like R&B and like old school R&B. Both of them probably had 3 songs tops that are really good. The rest of them are basic like who cares songs, and I'm not, disrespecting their talent, but I'm just saying like they don't have albums and albums and albums and features and this and that. They're not producing, they're not doing this to say like, hey, I made it all these years doing this, like Tim and Swiss did.
Mm.
Tim and Swiss are still doing their shit to this day, making beats, working with people, having features, making their own albums. So it's just kind of like show your greatness doing that.
So they shouldn't be playing the same songs they played when they first battled, basically.
There you go. So it's kind of like, especially if you're coming in your second battle, why would you play any of the songs that you originally played? That's just like saying, like taking any two other people, like again, because I heard the rumors of Babyface and Teddy, and I was just like, yo, if they did it again, both of them, because I know they started with their fucking both of the times they did it, their audio was fucked up. But I was just like, all right, get them in the same room, let them sing both together, let them have their groups, like let them have Guy and Blackstreet there too. That'd be awesome.
That would never happen.
But and Deal,
it's like this is a fantasy world where everybody is really friends. Like,
yeah, I'm just saying, but I'm just like, because they're gonna play those songs regardless. I'm just saying,
basically.
But don't play the songs that you played, even if it sounded bad, if they ever did that again, because I love Babyface and Teddy Riley. So it was kind of like, yeah, what you guys did was good, but it was just hard to hear. But now if you could do it right, if you could do it like with the right sound, I was just like, you both have so much on your plate that you could dish out. Like, yo, you could play a couple of say like one or two just to get people in the mood. Like, I remember this song. You played it in the last verse. Okay, whatever. But start doing shit. Like, yeah, Teddy, get Guy, get Blackstreet, get your own shit, get Rex and Effect. Babyface, do Deal, do your own shit, do Bobby Brown, like do all these things that are separate that you still did because you have such a big plate of songs. So I agree with you with that. You shouldn't play the same shit over and over and over if especially you're doing it 2 or 3 times now.
That's fucking what they do in music, apparently.
Yeah.
So basically there's other shit we could go into, but I'm gonna wait a little bit because I'm gonna make him watch it first before we're gonna talk about wrestling and shit.
Okay.
So maybe we'll come back and we'll do another episode so you'll see the same shirt.
Okay.
Or probably see another shirt tomorrow. But right now we're gonna cut it off. It's a good one. But
wait.
Unless you got something else you want to talk about.
All right. Since we're talking about everything, what do you think about the last batch? Oh, the Bad Batch.
The show in general?
Well, this episode, because we talk about every episode so far.
So this last episode was pretty good. I don't think it was Ahsoka that they were talking to, but I'll let y'all get hyped for that.
It's Ahsoka.
That's y'all fandom shit. But nah, it's not bad. It's what I thought it would be. Like, it's just a bunch of missions. And you're gonna get just little tie-ins of every little thing.
You're not really excited about that?
I'm not like OD excited now.
What about Sweet Tooth? We watched like
Sweet
the 1 or
Tooth
2 episodes.
Interesting. I'm gonna watch it fully through, only off the strength just to see what they do with it. Yeah, like what's the whole thought process for 8 episodes? Like, how are you going to end this to build for a season 2? Yeah, like because the whole shit with like the kid,
maybe
like
Jupiter's Legacy fell off.
Because like honestly, fucking like you said in whatever you read in the comic, they didn't show him have these abilities. Yeah, but I thought it was interesting and cool that they actually showed that he had a little bit of things, like because he is a kid, so he's not going to be able to really help. Yeah, until maybe he gets older, but at least like he could do the little shit like that. Like I could smell how many people are here, like how far they are, type shit. Like, no, I do those agree. That was a good point. Actually pretty cool. Yeah.
And before we cut this off, because we're gonna do it in a couple minutes, but I'm just saying on my end, as soon as I get that book and read it, and we're gonna probably binge watch this before the end of the weekend, so you're gonna get
I'm gonna
a
end up
review on it.
being- by Tuesday. I'll have that shit done.
Yeah, so we're gonna give you the review, but I'm gonna give you another review after I read the comic book because I already know some differences because I read the first arc. But I'll do the same thing with the Jupiter's Legacy because that's coming in too soon. But I'm just not depressed, but sad that they really cut it off. I was just like, yo, what the fuck? But they said that they're only gonna do that because they're doing another
They're
show,
doing
the
some
comic
type
book
of
show.
spin-off type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, whatever.
Nah, I don't know. I didn't watch Jupiter Legacy. The little bit that I watched when you were watching it,
Yeah.
it looked interesting, but it takes a lot for me to
Yeah.
watch shit. Like
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth, I'm more interested in because I'm just a fan for the world ending. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
it's a
will.
post-apocalyptic
I'll
way.
thrive while y'all fucking struggle. Never forget that.
So anyway, we're gonna cut this off. I hope you like this episode. We haven't been saying like we used to say. I've been thinking about our old podcast.
Netflix.
Yeah,
Imagine
we never.
we're on fucking Netflix.
Yeah. But we
That made
haven't
me
been
laugh.
saying
That
all
made me
that
pop.
shit. But you know where to find us. Just
If
follow us
you
on
already
YouTube.
know,
Get the
then
fucking
you
viewers
don't
and
know.
subscribers. And
And you ain't
Yeah.
gonna know because when we at Comic-Con and we out here.
yeah, I'm getting shirts made and everything. And I'm gonna bring the fucking
Comic-Con
recorder.
gang, son.
Yeah, we're gonna bring those.
I'm gonna
those-
dress. I already know who I'm dressing like. I'm
Yo.
pulling out crazy costumes.
We gotta get those
Oh yeah. I'm definitely doing that too.
cosplay
we got some plans. I have multiple plans. I have shit out there, but we working. I'm working.
Yeah.
We working. We got this.
Yes. So enjoy, like,
Mm.
follow, subscribe, and let everyone know how good we are. Peace.